Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Tuesday morning weather hazard briefing for Southeast Idaho. Looking at our impact summary bullets, we're expecting a continuation of the series of storms that we've seen, particularly today and tonight, and then another packet of storms Thursday through Friday. And with those storms, we may see some heavy snow in the mountains at times. We will continue to see periods of blowing and drifting snow, particularly today and Friday. And then the weekend still looks mostly dry, so we'll see how that pans out when we get there. Taking a look at satellite imagery this morning, we continue to have a low-pressure system across western Canada that's driving the storm track down across the Pacific and in and across Idaho. We do have a storm system working through southern Idaho this morning. There's another particular system upstream here that will begin to set up off the coast, but as this energy pushes through the region, we do expect to see ongoing snow across the region, and we do have relatively high impacts here for the eastern highlands and the Wood River Sawtooth region here in red. A number of other places are seeing some snow, but primarily blowing and drifting, so we have those highlighted with moderate impacts here in this tan color, and that will continue through the day today. We may see an extension of that into the nighttime hours. I'll show you that when we get into the forecast graphics, which may impact some of our warnings and advisories tonight. For Wednesday, it looks like we get a break. Next series of storms begins to work into the region late Wednesday night into Thursday. The main storm system looks like it pushes through the area Thursday night and Friday morning. And then for the weekend, it looks relatively dry, as we mentioned. Taking a look at our road conditions this morning, we have a number of areas with difficult conditions highlighted here in this purple color. Still have road closures along I-15 heading north of Idaho Falls and Highway 20 north and east of Rexburg on up into Montana. And then still the Highway 33 there from Newdale over into Driggs still looks like it's snowed in. Looking at our forecast maps this morning, as we showed earlier, that storm track rotating through Idaho this morning, and that will continue throughout the day today. We are expecting additional accumulations, primarily here across the southeast highlands. We'll bear the brunt of the accumulations today, where we're expecting anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of additional snowfall. Much higher here in the Bear River range, upwards of 16 inches in this region. Get into the central mountains, mostly 3 to 4 inches, but we could see some accumulations as high as 6 inches along the Sawtooth Peaks. And then down here along the foothills of the eastern highlands, maybe 1, maybe 2 inches if you get up into the benches. We still have some showers still working through the region here this morning. To compound the issue, we're expecting winds to continue to increase through the morning and into the afternoon hours here. So these are the wind gusts as we depicting them, 25 to 35 miles per hour throughout the Snake River Plain. Some higher gusts here across many of the mountainous regions, and that will continue to provide an opportunity for blowing and drifting snow across the region. And as a result, we have continued winter storm warnings here for the western portion of the central Idaho mountains, the eastern mountains from Island Park down through the Bear River range. And then these purple colors here are winter weather advisories, primarily trying to address the snow and blowing snow issues that we have across the region. We are expecting some additional snowfall tonight as a weak secondary system works through the region, possibly seeing 1 to 2 inches here, maybe in the Burley area, primarily upwards from Shoshone northward, and then some higher amounts up into the Stanley Basin, maybe 2 to 4 inches here across the eastern highlands. I bring this up. We'll also see some wind ongoing into at least the evening hours. I think things will probably begin to taper off late tonight, but the combination of those two things may continue or require us to at least continue some of these winter weather advisories, maybe downgrading these warnings to advisories into the nighttime hours. So our problems aren't over with as we work our way into the nighttime hours tonight. So I think the day shift will make the decision on that one. Right now our watches and warnings will expire at 5 p.m., but I'll certainly have a discussion with them at shift change this morning to see if they want to increase the timing on those. Looking at our storm track here for Wednesday, we see the next low pressure system taking shape off the Washington-Oregon coast. That means a downstream southwest flow here across Idaho, which is going to be relatively dry for us on Wednesday. So we will get a break on Wednesday as we work into the nighttime hours, though, Wednesday night and primarily going into Thursday. That southwest flow into the central mountains will bring some snowfall. Here we are looking at upwards of 3 to 6 inches here across the Sawtooth region as we work our way into late Wednesday night into Thursday. By Thursday evening, the storm track is showing that low pressure system now shearing inland. We should see an increase of precipitation across the entire region at that point and continuing through Friday as the storm system works its way through the region. We will see, looks to be potential for heavy snow here across the eastern highlands. I would include the central mountains here. I've split the accumulations between this graphic and the previous snow graphic that I showed you, but they look like they could be accumulating some heavy snow here on Thursday into Thursday night, and then Thursday night into Friday, the impacts would be hitting the eastern highlands. So probably expecting another round of warnings and advisories again here for southeast Idaho as we work our way into the latter portion of the week. Again, wind will accompany that storm system, so expecting that to compound the issues of snow. We'll see blowing and drifting snow once again here on Friday. And as I promised, by Saturday, looks like a low-pressure system setting up well off the coast here, which will provide an opportunity for a ridge to develop across Idaho and bring drying conditions to the area, at least for the weekend. So to recap, we still have a series of storms working through the region today and tonight, and then again Thursday and Friday. May see some heavy snow at times in the mountains. And then we'll see periods of blowing and drifting snow, which will continue today and possibly Friday. The weekend still looks dry, and we'll plan accordingly. If you had any comments or questions, that's all I had here this morning, but you could give us a call here at the number on the screen, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.